Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Adam, this is my channel Adam Sews, and this is the Friday Sews Festival of Quilts edition. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am going to quickly go through some of the things that I got at the Festival of Quilts, but first of all I'm going to insert some footage of my little attempt at trying to do some vlogging yesterday, and then I got carried away and completely forgot to do any, but I did film some of the unveiling of the Terence Higgins quilt, so I will insert the footage of that now. This is the little bit of footage that I got of the unveiling, and I'll insert some pictures as well of the quilt.
Epidemic, and to try and bring about change quicker than we had seen previously. This quilt tells that story and goes back to the beginning. Rightly or wrongly, for 40 years, we've kept Terry as a symbol, as a two-dimensional figure, somebody that we could all rally behind in the AIDS response crisis to make sure that the future was better than the past.
As a part of that quilt was actually made by my good friend Clive. He made the section in the top right-hand corner, which was the rainbow flag with the leather applique and different things on there, and the quilt was amazing. It was really, really moving listening to them talking about the reason behind the quilt, how much it means, the value of the product, the value of what it means for the people that it's been made for. It was just a really, really great thing to see, which is why I went up yesterday and took the day off so that I could see it unveiled. So if you are at Festival of Quilts, please go and have a look at it. It is incredible. It is vast as well. It is a huge quilt. It's made up of multiple panels that were made by multiple different people, and it is just a brilliant thing to behold. If you are at Festival of Quilts this weekend, I hope you have a great time. I am still planning on working out whether I might go back on Sunday or not, and see if I can drag my husband up. Let's see. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But anywho, I will insert the video footage now of going to the Festival of Quilts. If you can hear a snorting in the background, that is Luna. She's wandering around my sewing room, and she seems to sound like a truffle pig today. Good morning everyone. So it is currently 10 to 6 in the morning, which is a disgusting time of day, but this is actually quite late for me because I normally start work around 4. And I am up, I am dressed, I am ready, and I am on my way to the first slog of the journey to Birmingham NEC, because I am going to Festival of Quilts. So I will catch up with you all in a bit. So I am on my way back to the car. I have stopped at the services, got the obligatory Starbucks, and we will carry on the journey and get to NEC. It is very sunny, it's lovely blue sky, and I can't really complain. Bye. So I have just arrived at Festival of Quilts, and I'm super early, but I thought to myself, do you know, I'd rather get here too early than get here late, because the unveiling of the Terence Higgins quilt is at 10:30, and I want to go and see if I can sneak around and find some people first, because there's quite a few people here today that I know, and that I want to sort of meet up with and say hi to, so it gives me a chance to do that before. And I've just seen that there's already some vans and some trucks here that have got branding on them for various brands that I might like to be able to make a few purchases from, so we shall see. So I will catch up with you in a bit, and bye for now. So that was the best of the footage that I could get, because I completely forgot to start vlogging. I met some absolutely incredible people yesterday at Festival of Quilts. It was everything I wanted it to be and more. It was absolutely enormous. My legs and my back were absolutely killing me when I got back to the car, and I stupidly decided to walk from the actual event hall to my car rather than getting the little transport bus thing that went up there. So what did I buy? First thing I bought when I went in there was I headed straight for the Stuart Hillard stand, because I've met Stuart quite a few times. He was the person that was doing all the sort of voiceover and commentary and everything for the first catwalk that we did, a knitting and stitching show. Sorry, Luna's got her unicorn. Luna, less of a unicorn now for a minute, please. So I bought his new book, which is 100 Scrap Quilts, which is just an incredible book, and I got Stuart to sign it for me. We was having a little chat and a little catch up And one quilt that caught my eye the most was this quilt, which is made up from these blocks, which are lipstick and nail varnish blocks, which I thought was really cool. Which I thought also was quite unusual for the traditional sort of piecing that Stuart normally does. There's also a really, really nice quilt called New York in the Spring, which is similar to the Emperor's Wheel quilt, and it's also similar to the Serpentine quilt that Tula does, so I'm really, really looking forward to that. The other thing as well while I was there is I picked up a 5-inch charm pack of his new line, which is Blue Skies and Nutmeg. If you're at the show, go and grab one of these. They're only £8 and you get a 40 piece 5-inch charm pack for £8, which I thought was an absolute bargain. He's also got some really, really nice Tilda, Moda, and I think some of his own fabric scrap bags as well, which you get like something like 200-300 grams of scraps, and they're really good usable scraps for about £10. So the second place that I went to was Juki stand. I was talking to Neil from the Salisbury branch. I've met Neil many a time. He's the loveliest guy. If you live in the south of England and you want to buy a Juki, a Benina, a Janome, pretty much any machine, I really wouldn't recommend going anywhere else but to Franklin's in Salisbury. This service is literally A-class service. I've never received such good service in any sewing machine shop that I've ever been in before. They always give you a really good deal. You can buy part-used machines from them as well, which are massively reduced compared to brand new ones. And they always give you loads of accessories. They give you free bobbins, packs of needles, different things. So check them out if you are in the south of England. They also do home delivery, so if you want to buy it on over the phone, they do next day delivery on all of their products as well that they sell. They've also got other stores in Essex, Kent and surrounding areas, so it's worth having a look. They gave me some post-it notes. So this one has got the little Juki sewing machine, and then I got a little overlocker post-it note as well, which I thought were really cute to have in my sewing room for when I'm writing things down and I can stick them onto different things. And they gave me a little Juki seam ripper too. So the next place that I went to was Orophil. I met up with some of the other artisans, which was really nice to be able to put some faces to names. I met Kate, who is Kate Must Sew on Instagram. If you haven't checked her out, go and have a look. I'll pop her link down below. She creates not only some amazing quilts, but she also makes 3D quilted objects. So she makes these absolutely beautiful sort of like quilted vessels, like vases and different things. She also does the most amazing rope bowls. And she also does a scrap jelly roll creation thing where she makes scrap jelly rolls out of till rolls that you put in like little credit card machines. So she sort of like FPPs them onto. It's brilliant. You should go and check her out. She's actually running a couple of workshops this weekend. I think there may be 1 or 2 spaces maximum. So if you did want to take a workshop while you're at Festival of Quilts, check Kate out. She is one of the most delightful humans you'll ever meet, and one of the best people to be taught by because she is just hysterical. And she's really friendly and she's just really lovely. So I got myself a little Orophil badge while I was over there. These are given away free on the stand, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pop that on my little bag that I take to quilt shows, and I thought, why not? It's free. The other thing that I would highly recommend doing while you're there is, if you are going to Festival of Quilts, is going and checking out the Cotton Patch stand, because Schmitz needles are actually there as part of that stand. You can pick yourself up one of these little needle ABC books. Dobby Stop Crying. It basically has all of the chart inside and everything, which tells you the breakdown of what size needle is what colour and what colour represents what type of needle it is. So if it's blue, it is a jeans needle. If it is dark green, it's a quilting needle. If it is purple, it's microtex needle. So the other thing as well is the needles there are super reasonably priced. So I picked up 2 different types of universal. I picked up a 110 and a 9014 because I go through these like no tomorrow. These were only $1.99 a pack for the universals, which are normally about double that. I got a pack of gold tip embroidery needles for my Benina. I got some top stitch needles, some quilting needles, and some microtex needles, because you can never have too many needles, and I don't particularly like using anything but Schmitz because they are top of the range in my eyes. The metal that they're made from is high grade steel. They break
a lot less frequently, they're a lot stronger, they last longer, so they just outweigh themselves. They may be 1 or 2 pence more per needle than some other brands, but you get your money back in the quality of the product. The other thing that I got while I was there is a ginormous spool of Mint Julep Glide, because some of my bag making, I need something that's slightly stronger and more heavyweight and is polyester for when I'm sewing webbing and different things. So this is my go-to staple polyester thread, is the Glide Mint Julep. Besides this, and besides the needs that I use it for, I use Orophil for everything, obviously. The other thing that I picked up was some Specky Seamstress Boys Sew 2 bias tape. This was given to me by the lovely Clive. He is Bruderfeld Design on Instagram and multiple other platforms. The We Sew 2, Boys Sew 2 is obviously the organisation that I'm ambassador for. I do all the catwalks with them, just to sort of represent male sewing in the industry. So it's really cute and really cool to have some of the bias tape, which means that I can bind the inside of polo necks and various different things, and like pocket tops and different things, with some Boys Sew 2 tape. Now the fabric. I'm really proud of myself for the little amount of fabric that I bought. I think I was actually very, very restrained with the fabric that I bought this time. The only thing that I really bought was, the only thing I bought was Tula. I didn't actually think there would be anyone there selling Tula. I knew Lady So-and-so was there, hone in on them, and then I would go and buy some Tula from Lady So-and-so, which I did. Which I will show you in a second. But I also found out that Rainbow Fabrics were there. And if you know Rainbow Fabrics, they are dead stock suppliers mainly. All of their fabric is dead stock. They import a lot of it from Turkey. They get a lot ex-designer and different various places. So a little while ago, you may know that I bought some dead stock Tudor Pink quilt backing. They had more of it at the show. They had cut it in half, so it's only 54 inches wide. So if you are going to the show and you want to get any, just be aware that it is only 54 inches wide. They cut it down so it's easier to cut and transport at the show. It's normally 108, but 54 is still really wide. It's really good for dressmaking. I've bought it because I want it for the back of project bags and various things where I actually cut it down anyway. I really like it for the back of project bags because it feels really beautiful. And when it's on the outside of a product, if you feel it, and you feel how silky it is, it just adds that little bit more of a texture to the product that you're making. But it's also beautiful if you want to make a dress out of it. So I got some of the purple colourway of the Kabloom, and it was reduced at the show to £5 a metre. So what did I do? I bought 4 metres, which technically only works out to be 2 metres wide back, because you'd have to join it if you wanted to use it as wide back. So if you are buying it as quilt backing, remember you're going to have to need double what you actually want, which makes it £10 a metre, which is what it was on the website. So I got the Kabloom from Rainbow Fabrics. And then, as I was saying, I went to Lady So-and-so. Kay Fassett was sat there, which was crazy to think that someone that's that well known was just sat there signing books. I didn't really get a chance to sort of interact much with him because the stall was heaving with people. And to be honest, I just wanted to grab all the Tudor before anyone realised that they had anything that was out of print. So talking of out of print, the first thing that I bought up was the last of the bolt of the Measure Twice in this colourway, because I love this fabric. It's one of my favourite prints that Tudor's ever done. I love the fact that the ribbon, the tape measure is all wrapped up in these sort of like fleur-de-lis sort of feathers. And they only had 95 centimetres of it left, so I thought, well, I've got to have it. And they were doing 1 metre minimum cuts as well, so I thought, well, I'll just take the rest of the bolt. The other thing is I got some of this, which is part of the Zuma range, which I haven't actually got any of this, so I can add it to my collection for Zuma, which is what I'm currently sort of trying to stash away as I can, because it was discontinued quite a while ago. I got some of the tent stripe, which I believe this is Iris, I think it is. The Iris colourway. I am running low on this. I've only got a little bit up here. I've used it recently for quite a few bags, so I needed to stock up, so I just got 1 metre. And then the other thing is the large colourful Spider Blossom from the new Nightshade. This was the one that when I tried to restock my Nightshade after making quite a few projects with it, this is the one that was sold out everywhere. So when I saw that Lady So-and-so had it, I thought, do you know what, I'm going to grab 2 metres, because I don't know that I'll be able to get it anywhere else until everyone has a restock, which could take ages. So that is my one-stop shop tour of what I bought at Festival of Quilts. I am going to be releasing another video tomorrow, which is my sewing machine needs and must-haves, which was supposed to go out last weekend, but my week at work has been so hectic and busy I haven't had a chance to get it out. I filmed it last week, but I haven't had a chance to actually edit and upload. So that will be coming out on Saturday. I will also be releasing another vlog between Saturday and next Friday, which will be an updated sewing room tour. I've had a bit of a switch around. Some things have changed. I've added a new few things, and that will be that. And just so you all can see, this is my little Luna bear. She is mooching around my sewing room. One of my new things that I've got is a new rug, and this one is absolutely in love with it. So she comes in here on her own when I'm not even in here, just to sleep on my new rug. So it's goodbye from her and goodbye from me, and I will see you all soon. If you are at the Festival of Quilts this weekend, have an amazing time. If you are there on Sunday, have a look out for me. If you see me, be sure to grab me and say hello. I may be there, I may not. We'll work on it and I'll see. Take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I will see you all soon in the next video. Bye.